All right. So this is going to be a long session. Probably something comes out of it. Not going to be, scripted or something. Just going to be going spontaneous, build something out of it. Let me see if there is something that can be found out. So the problem that we have to solve is very simple, but the solution is not simple. What is it? It is, okay, so when in a cold call, someone says, I've had bad experience. I have had bad experience in the past, right? So when they say that can go multiple ways. One is like, okay, the lead generation doesn't work. Oh, sorry, lead generation from like Zillow, Realtor.com if it's real estate, Home Advisor, Angie, stuff like that. Second is the same system, Facebook ads or Google ads, no results. Third is like someone just took money, did not do anything. And ghosted, right? They paid and got ghosted. And the basic reason can be like, okay, I've had bad experience in the past, and so most of my business is from referrals. Referrals, and it's going great. All right. So when you say like, okay, this is what I offer, would you be open to, exploring this further? And then they say like, no, I had a bad experience in the past. I bought leads and it did not lead anywhere. Okay, so there is two possible scenarios that can come out of it. You pitch them, you did not mention the process, like how you do it, but you basically pitch them the offer, and then they say like, um, I have had bad experiences in the past, I'm not interested. So that's service level. So there is not much information for you to deal with right now. So at that point, I would say bad experience in the past, I'm not interested. Well, that's totally fine. Yeah, if you had a bad experience, that makes sense. But can you tell me more about like what do you mean by bad experience? Like how bad was it? Like what does it look like? In what way though? Something along those lines, so that they can give me some details about like then they can count to one of these four, as in like uh, you know, the fourth option that is like most businesses from referrals can be added with the other option that is any one of the three, as in like your process that you're offering did not work before. Lead generations from other third parties did not work before because of exclusivity. So the problems can be like exclusivity did not work because of less exclusive people, did not work because of bad sales process, did not work because they did not get anything out of it, did not work because the people they worked with did not know how to do a good job. So these are the four possible reasons. Now I forgot what exactly the four are. So the first is non-exclusivity. Reason, right? Reasons. Non-exclusivity. Second is bad sales process or skills. Third is um, people did not know how to How to get qualified people. I forgot the fourth one. What else did I say? Not exclusive, bad sales process. People they worked with did not know how to exactly get them results. Or others maybe like, I forgot. Anyways, these are the three major things, right? So your process, they used your process that you provide and did not get them results. Maybe the wrong expectation, right? Set. Yeah. So this is also a very good valid reason that the people though that sold them did not provide the proper expectations what to look forward to. So they were said like, in the first 1 month you will get these things, and they never got deals closed out of that. In reality, it would have to take like at least 3 months, right? I think Facebook ads and everything, right? In this process, it takes like at least 3 months to get some clarity about it, and then there should be some guarantee about what exactly comes out of it. So maybe okay. So these are the four things. So now we have to understand when they say bad experience. First of all, dig more deep into this. What does the bad experience look like, so that we can have an understanding about what direction to take the conversation towards, so that we can find out what exactly was missing, right? So the reasons why that did not work has to be found out. Then ask them, it seems like this was missing. Do you think anything else could have made that possible? Like, do you think there was anything else on top of these things that made that experience horrible, right? They would either say no. Okay, so let me write the question. Apart from these, do you think else could have been missing that might have resulted you having that bad experience? No, you have to put questions. You cannot just ask this question bluntly. You need to put questions, try to the question, post the question in between, so that it can sound more soft, right? It has to be sound more soft. You cannot be interrogating them. You need to make it softer, very like, can you help me understand? I'm confused a bit here. That frame has to be brought up. Then so that is the type of question that I want to ask, right? Okay, so first of all, if they say bad experience in the past, I go ahead and say, okay, what does that bad experience mean? Like, what exactly did you try? Don't exactly ask the question, what exactly you tried. It should be more like, what do you mean by bad experience? How does that look like? So that they end up giving you some information. If they don't give you any information about what exactly happened, what was the situation like, then you probe more about, I mean, what exactly did you try? You tried Facebook ads, or Zillow, realtor.com? What exactly? So you bought Zillow, leads from Zillow, and then confirm with a restatement. Also, so you ran Facebook ads, and from there you generated leads. Okay. How did that look like? Like, you did it yourself, or someone else, an external team like us, helped you with that process? It will really help me understand like how exactly, um, what was the situation looking like, and give a reason why you asking this question, why it's important for you to know that. Now that part, uh, it's important. We need to figure that out. So this is a point. I'm not sure what time is it, the conversation. Anyways, so you find out what exactly um, went wrong. What did they try? What went wrong? Once you find out, okay, what exactly they tried, and then find out what exactly was the problem with that specific process. So you tried Zillow leads, right? How long did you try? And like, do you mind sharing with me, like, how did that process look like? Because it sounds like it was exhausting, right? So you try to make the focus onto them. So if the focus is on them and their experience, and you forget about the sale, you forget about you and what you're trying to sell, the appointment, forget about that, and try to like get into that entire scenario. Like, I mean, it sounds daunting, right? You spend money on something and then you get nothing in return. When you tried realtor.com, what did that leads look like to you? Or when you tried home advisor, what did that experience look like for you? How long did you try it for? How many leads did you get? How many buy? How many of them converted? Can you give me any idea about that? Like, it really is interesting. I would love to know that if you can share with me. Then they probably will say, yeah, I did like these many leads, that many, no one. I called them up, and every time I called them, there's like, it was a 10th person. So when they work with leads from there, it's usually two problems. It's either those leads are looking for the best deal in the market, so they're not looking for connections. They're not value based, focusing on value. Otherwise, it's already like, and also that's the same reason why they are also connected with other people who is gonna be giving them that value. So, sorry, giving them the best rates, a best uh, price, so to say. So the contractors or the audio prospects, right? Anyone you're dealing with, the business has to deal with people who is price shopping, which is not a positive experience. So you try to understand what exactly did that look like. So was it the exclusivity that was missing? I mean, missing is of course like exclusivity is missing, and then people are price shopping. These are the problems for sure. But what was the problem like from his point of view, the prospect's point of view? What exactly did he feel as a problem, right? Sure. So ask about that, right? We try to understand what did that look like for him. Was it like was it was it non-exclusivity that was a challenge for him? Like, would you say that was the biggest challenge, or the fact that they are price shopping and you did not have a counter to tackle those type of people from your experience? What exactly? So if they give realtor examples like realtor.com, Zillow, and home advisor, Angie's, that is the problem. When they work with Facebook ads and Google ads, YouTube ads, TikTok ads, like, ad agencies, where exclusivity might not be a big challenge, but qualification, proper qualified intention can be a challenge. There the problem is like either they were just given, like, the people just generated leads and then gave it to them without the qualification metrics being there. So they ended up speaking with people who did not have the proper qualification needed to become a client, or they were sold a wrong expectation that this is going to be a 1 month life-changing event, which they bought into. And then they found out, like, okay, you know what, it's a 6 months process that I have to, keep going. And it's not that it did not work. It's just that they did not want to work through that process. And I'm just not looking at the camera just because, I'm just thinking about it, brainstorming. So yeah, I lose my thought. Yeah, so they were not either qualified properly, so they did not know how to qualify properly. So in terms of maybe the process can be asked, like, was it the qualification the problem, or would you say the expectation that you had was set up wrong in terms of what you were sold? So they sold you an idea of a dream month, a dream couple of months, 3 months, and it ended up being like a 6 months, 12 months process that you had to go through, right? These are the two problems, two possibilities. If these are the two possibilities, now they can say, yeah, I think like both of them, or one, this one or that one. So if it can be both of them, like, okay, I was sold with the wrong idea, plus the people were not qualified as well, right? Otherwise, it's just qualified just not qualified enough. Otherwise, yeah, I was just people were come. It was good qualified in terms. If you look at the longest time sales cycle, I have to nurture them. Then it makes sense. Otherwise, like then the quality was all right, but I was not sold on the right expectation. So it's not about what exactly the fact is. It's about what they feel is the actual scenario. So then you have to ask about the qualification. So when you say they were not qualified enough, can you tell me the process that those guys were using? If they have tried with someone else, right? This is especially if they tried with someone else. We'll come into next step is like if they tried themselves. So when you were working with them, what exactly was the system looking like? Like, did they run ads? No, do you have any understanding, or do you have like no understanding about what they were doing? Okay, so did they run it from your end, or did they run it from there and then just send those leads to you and also other people? Because if that is the case, then that's not much difference, not much of a difference from Zillow, Realtor.com, or Home Advisor Angie's. That's where you connect the dots. And then you try to find out, okay, if it's not that, then what exactly the process was looking like? Did they generate, like run ads, generate leads, and then through lead forms, send it to you? Through landing page, send it to you, or through landing page, call and qualify, book on your calendar. That's what you paid for, or call, booked in your calendar, booked an appointment. That's what you paid for. Sorry, booked an appointment and showed up on the call. That's what you paid for, or lead generated, qualified landing page, called, booked an appointment, showed up, but then you got applications or actual interested leads like 5 appraisals or 5 quotes, whatever the next step of the process. That's what you prayed for. What exactly was the thing that you were sold on? Was it leads, or what exactly did this send you? Get more understanding about what happened there. So at this point of time, you are trying to understand their problem. You don't even realize about. Just I'll just take some moment here. I really feel tired right now. So you try to understand what exactly the pain point and the problem look like, so that your focus is not on the outcome that you want to get, which is selfish and which will ruin the conversation. Your focus should be on what exactly they are going through and they have went through, for us to understand, okay, so we are taking interest in understanding the point and the struggles that they had to go through, and they are reliving the pain. And then maybe like either they will ask themselves that, hey, I mean, how do you guys do it? When you dig more into the process that they tried, they usually ask, how do you guys do it? Otherwise, you can say, I mean, I have a pretty much idea of what exactly went wrong. Apart from these reasons, like apart from these leads being, you know, not properly qualified, apart from the wrong expectations set from the get-go, do you feel there is anything else that was missing there which could have also been added up to the problem? Or do you think that's the only thing that if that could be taken care of, then this would not be as daunting experience as possible as you experienced, right? Then there can be two reasons. Two possible scenarios would be like, could be, or I don't know, man. I really don't know. I really don't want to go through that process again. Or maybe, yeah, I think like 1, 2, 3 more also was there. But anyways, like it's not something that I want to move forward with. So the possible answers to is like, probably I don't think so. Second possibility is, I don't know, just don't want the experience again. Third is like, yeah, maybe maybe 1, 2, 3, something else, right? On top of it. But anyways, I'm not interested, right? If they say, I don't think so, or I don't know, just I don't want the experience anymore. Once again, or yeah, maybe like this could be added, that could be added as well. But it doesn't matter because I don't wanna I'm not interested anyways into something like this. Then maybe like at some point they will bring out referrals are working good or whatever is working for them. Or just say like, I'm pretty much in a good condition right now. I don't need help with this. Yeah, I mean, if that was the extent of what experience you had, I mean, it really does leave a mark on your subconscious, right? So you really struggle to make a similar decision moving forward. I totally understand that. I really appreciate you sharing that with me. First of all, can I ask a quick question? Like you said something that something else is working for you. What exactly is working for you now then? Because if this is not working, if realtor.com is not working, have you tried Facebook ads before? If Facebook ads is not working, have you tried realtor.com, Zillow before, or Home Advisor, Angie's before? Uh, and what exactly do you think is the most effective to build your business so far? What's working right now? So then once we cover up what exactly is not working, then we go into what is working. Then the answer question, response can be like, oh, it's referrals. Like I mean, past client data, past clients, realtor referrals, other business referrals. I have really good connections built up in the last 20 years, 25 years, 120 years, whatever the fucking years is. So that's pretty much it. So I really don't think I need more. Okay, so that's a long time to be. So realtor, I mean, referrals are working best for you. So how does the referral side look like? I'm interested to know more. Like, what exactly does that look like? Do you have like a predictable source of referral already that's set up, or would you say it's like it just keeps coming and going? It's not exactly, because I was just talking to someone else, and they were like, if I could add more referral partners, it would be amazing. I'm sure like it's always amazing to add more business, but do you feel like there is some challenges on that front that is stopping you from getting more referral partners or getting more referrals? Or do you think the number of business that you are generating from referrals is good enough for you to not need anything else with acquisition or getting more business at all? Like it's absolutely perfect in terms of the number of business that you're getting right now. I'm not sure if that is the best perfect question, but along those lines, right? Let's brainstorm a bit. So when someone is looking at referrals, like saying, yeah, I mean, I'm good with referrals. Referrals are working pretty good, pretty good. I don't need any help with anything else. Not interested. So they're like focusing on something else. They're focusing on their referral partners. So they keep getting business every month, and that's really a comfortable position. They don't want to leave from that. So we need to make sure that comfortable position is what is keeping them away from the goals that they want to hit. Because no matter how good referrals is, if referrals is working good, they will always have greed to build more. At least 80% of the people will have a point that they want to conquer, or the revenue goal that they want to hit, that can either be used, what do you say, hit by either building up more referral businesses, or else getting to more predictability added with going through the rough grinding, less conversion rate but more people, more volume, so that you improve the sales numbers and volumes there. So if someone is absolutely not interested in discussing this with you, that is because they're focused on something that's already working. That's pretty normal and basic. So now we have to understand, let me think. We really need to understand, is it okay, first, what their focus is on. Is their focus on whatever is working, I'm comfortable with it, or they're focused on here, but I think I can, if I focus on this, you know, if I can have focus for long enough time, then I can grow this big enough that can help me touch that point. Very important. Let's find this out, right? So either their focus is entirely here, that they don't care about the vehicle that helps them reach that destination, or else they want this vehicle to take them to that destination and they want to focus on this vehicle long enough so that they can reach that destination, or else they don't have a destination. So what exactly we have to find out, what is the most important thing at this stage. Our focus has to be in the goal. Okay, so referrals is working best for you. Let's prepare a question that helps us understand what the goal is like. How can we take get through this? Reverse is going good for you. Okay. Can I ask a quick question? Like, can I ask an uncomfortable question? Can I ask a weird question? Can I ask a direct question if you don't mind? Like, I mean, everyone has a goal that they're trying to achieve. What exactly are you trying to achieve in the next 12 months? I mean, that's not a good question. It's a direct question. That's a direct question, right? You cannot ask them direct question. It's very confronting, which will give surface level answers. For some reason, I'm not getting energy products right now. Feels weird. So maybe we have to direct the conversation, like the focus on this referral side right now, and then look at the numbers, or what is the business number? Like, are you satisfied with the volume of business that's coming in from the referrals without making sure, without sounding that we are trying to sell us by making him realize, oh, see, it's not working good enough for you. So you have to try us. That should not be the feeling. It should be, I mean, now this is interesting. Like, if this is working for you, I'm assuming it's giving you enough business at the moment that you want. I mean, more than, it sounds like you're pretty comfortable at this position with the referrals. Is it like it's giving you enough business that you could even imagine? Like, there's no room for even, there's enough business that's, yeah, let me ask ChatGPT. Okay. I want to ask a question. Let me try, right? I have no idea if it's gonna work. But I do not want sound. But I'm trying to really understand what is the situation right now in terms of rules. Like, what is the, so I don't want to be, to sound correct and too personal. Need to cushion it properly. Make sure they find my question really genuine. They open up and do not. It is must after your, after I gain clarity that they had a bad experience Gen cost and let me see. So I asked ChatGPT, I want to ask a question where I do not sound like I'm trying to sell on my service, but proving them wrong. But I'm trying to really understand what is the situation right now in terms of referrals. Like, how good is it going? Also, I don't want to sound direct and too personal. So I need to cushion it properly and make sure they find my question really genuine and they open up and do not stay surface level. It is asked after I gain clarity that they had a bad experience with lead gen in the past. And now referral is all they have working with them. So, okay. So I understand that after your past experience with lead generation, referrals have become a key part of your strategy. I'm curious, how is that working out for you now? I mean, are you finding that it's consistently bringing in the volume and type of clients you're aiming for, or are there areas where you would like to see more consistency or growth? I mean, it's still like, can you make it better? Can you make it even more better and directed them and their best interest? I completely understand how frustrating those lead generation experiences can be. And it makes sense that you have shifted to relying on referrals. I'm really interested in hearing more about how that's been going on for you. Are referrals bringing in the type of clients and opportunities that align with your goals, or do you feel like there is more potential that you'd like to tap into, but haven't quite reached yet? Uh, no, don't ask. Don't ask anything about problems. Ask about ask to just gain more clarity. That's all. And help them engage in a conversation. Okay, so I can see how relying on referrals has become an important part of your business after those previous lead generation experiences. I'd love to understand a bit more about how referrals are working out for you right now. What does that process typically look like for you, and how are things flowing in terms of new opportunities? I don't have that feeling, this questions don't have that feeling. I think this part I love. I completely understand how frustrating those new generation experiences can be. If it makes sense that you've shifted to relying on referrals, if that is what the experience looked like. I'm really interested in hearing more about how that's been going on for you. I mean, are referrals bringing the type of clients and opportunities that you've always wanted to work with? I mean, is the volume good enough in your standards, or like how does it look like right now in that front? Do you mind sharing that? Do you mind sharing that? Can you give me some clarity? Can you help me understand a bit more? Why? Can you can you paint a picture for me for that? Because it is interesting to me. Can you paint a better picture for me there? Can you paint a better picture? Can you paint a picture? Can you give me some experience? Can you give me some clarity? Can you so that why are you asking about referrals? What benefit does it give me? Lead generation did not work for me. I'm not interested. I mean, there must be something that's working out. I mean, yeah. I mean, I have past clients, referrals. What exactly is working? Well, yeah, referrals is going good. I have been this for a long time. So I really don't have any problem with that, right? So I don't think it's the right fit for me. Okay, cool. I mean, I completely understand that, if you had experiences like that, it must be a daunting experience. So it totally makes sense to completely stick to referrals. Like, I'm curious. I'm really interested. It's interesting to see that how you can build an entire business with that. You gotta have like a really good referral partnership base. How did that? How long did that take? Like, what does it look like? Can you? So I'm validating him, right? So what does that look like? It sounds like it's carrying out the entire business for you. Is the referrals the only thing that you're doing right now, or you found a better way apart from realtor referrals or Facebook ads or something like that that goes hand in hand with referrals? Yeah, like referrals is working good for me. I have been in this for a long time, so I built this. How long have you been in this? 15 years. Okay, that's a long time. It sounds like, it seems like if the referrals are building, taking the entire business along with it, I'm sure that's like a big pool of referral partners that you have right now. Yeah, that's great. No, I'm sure that's like a no. Don't end with these statements. I'm sure that's like a big pool of referral partners that you have right now. Don't end there. So you say referral partners that you have right now. I'm really curious. Like, can you? I'm really curious. Like, I would love to know. How does that referral partnership looks like? Like, how many have you got or no? How long? What? How many? What exactly does it look like? Like, what exactly does that look like? What does that look like? How many have you got? No, no. How does that look like for you? It seems like it's pretty effective. Like, it seems like there's nothing that needs to be done in that front you know, uh, to grow your business. Like it sounds absolutely perfect. Would that be fair to say? Ah, that's a good question. Would that be fair to say? That sounds like it's pretty perfect. Like, it's carrying the entire business on your hands. So, and you also seem to be pretty comfortable with it. So it sounds like it's absolutely perfect with the number of business that's coming in, with the number of leads that you are dealing with every month. It seems like there is nothing that you don't need help. Nothing you would absolutely need. There's nothing more that you could ask for. Like, it's absolutely perfect. Do you think, would it be fair to say that there's no room for improvement in the referral side, and it's absolutely you got the best bet? You finally found what you were looking for. Ah, that is a good question. You finally found what you're looking for. Would that be fair to say? I mean, no, now you also have to give a reason. Would that be fair to say that, you finally found what you're looking for? And just so that I can understand, like, just so that I can understand what exactly the situation for you is like, to gain better clarity about this. It sounds like it's absolutely perfect. There's nothing more that you could ask for. It's like absolutely the situation that you wanted yourself, the most perfect situation that you wanted yourself to be in. It's just a situation that you always wanted. Would that be fair to say? Not that no, I need to look at the recording. I keep forgetting. I say things spontaneously and then I forget the question. So this question was really good. So then when you ask that, they're like, they would be like, yeah, you can say, or yeah, sure, absolutely. Or so they're like, yeah, kinda, you can say that. Or yeah, sure. Or not really. That's where you got them. And they're like, yeah, kinda. I sense some uncertainty. Like, it seems like it's still not there yet. What exactly are you trying to achieve with the referral partnership? It seems like it's very important to you for you to grow the business with a referral partnership. What exactly is the target that you're targeting? What number do you have in the next few months that you want to gain, that you feel like referral can be the best bet to gain, go there? What does that goal look like for you, if you don't mind me asking you that? You want, or maybe like start with, can I ask, upfront, can I be upfront? Can I ask an uncomfortable question if you don't mind? Yeah, I mean, well, it seems like you're not exactly sure that this is the best bet that you always wanted to be, and it sounds like you have a goal in mind that you are trying to achieve in the next few months, and you're not entirely sure that how exactly you're going to go there. This seems like the best bet, but exactly you're not entirely sure yet. So I sense some hesitation. Can you tell me more about like what exactly you're trying to achieve with the referral partner? Like this is a really good question, and you have to build this part. This has to be a good question. So they're telling you that yeah, kinda. So you sense that there is not exactly the word they want it to be. They're not directly saying you that, but they're giving you a hint. Second is let's make this question. Okay. Pending. Let's make this question later on. Second is like you're sure. Yeah, sure. Like absolutely certain about this, right? So you can say, oh, that's amazing. I mean, so you believe like there is nothing else that you need. I mean, you don't need any help with anything in your business right now, and it could not be even more perfect. So you are absolutely in the most comfortable place in a business can be, and there's nothing more that you would like to do more with the number of business that you're doing or the number of leads that you're getting or more you're getting or you know is that, correct me if I'm wrong, but that's how it sounds like. Would that be fair to say? So you challenge him on that, and that can be a good question, and that has to be really made properly. Now this script, I'm going through this brainstorming session so that I can look into this and then figure out the entire script properly, right? And then this is going to be no, I think I'm going to be uploading this on YouTube entirely. But I think then I can prepare the script from this for our internal team to practice as well. Okay, so Mr. Hiding, bro. I had like 4 hour session today. I was just speaking, and then I had like some carbs, and I'm right now I'm feeling sleepy. So all right. Next is not really. I mean, okay, let's ask ChatGPT. I think half from ChatGPT and half effort from my brain. That would be enough. Someone says, using fine, and that's going fine. And I ask, what do you ask? Is this the best? And they say, yeah, kinda. So I sense there is a hesitation that the main goal is still far. They don't know how to get there. So that's also a good point. So they don't know what exactly is the best vehicle, but this is the vehicle that they know about. So I think that can be also a source for a question. Like, I mean, it sounds like, correct me if I'm wrong, but it sounds like you want to go to a position, like you have a goal in mind that you want to hit, but referrals is working, but it's not exactly the best vehicle that will take you there in the most efficient way. But the problem is like you don't know what other vehicle exists that's much more effective than this. Is that correct? That's a really good question. I mean, maybe we can turn that up as well. Like it sounds like you stick with referrals. I can sense some hesitation that it's not exactly where you wanted it to be, but just because you don't know what else to do that's much more effective than this that can take you there, you the only option that you have left is to focus only on referrals and giving your best to build this one up, so that with the hopes that it one day takes you to the end goal that you want to achieve in the next, that you want to achieve or something. That's a good question. So that's what you ask when they say, yeah, kind of. And then so the vehicle is the question that you ask there. If they say, yeah, sure, I mean, that's it. So you at that point, like, they're absolutely sure that this is what they wanted and that's what they are, going for. So maybe then there's two possibilities that this second response can have. First possibility is that they really don't focus on the business entirely. They have been in this for a long time. So right now, the focus is more on, the priority is not the business and making money. The priority is family time and solo time as well. So a lot of people are like that. So they're not greedy to get more business. Wherever they are, how many business they are, whatever the business that they're doing, they're happy with that, satisfied with that, and they don't want any more from this. So they will be like, yeah, sure, absolutely. This is exactly what I wanted to be. I worked my life for this. And then last 10 years, I finally am in this position where I don't have to work for, business. So I don't want to get into an uncomfortable situation where more business is something that I should be working towards and putting time away from my family and my personal life to the business and grind, and regret at the end of it and just have money. So that is also, situation that people would be interested in, right? So that is also a scenario possibility. And the other thing is, like, they will be like, yeah, sure, I mean, that's exactly what I want it to be. I mean, they just don't want to give you enough ammo, so to say. Now, the second scenario can occur if you really did not ask the question prior to that properly. If you had like a surface level question, then this is going to be possible. If you sometimes, but just, the personality of the person is like that much. It's very assertive. So that is the reason they tend to have this response. So then you have to disqualify them, saying, well, okay, so it is like, you really wanted to be here. You worked you this years to be here. And even if you get more on top of it, it would take away from you more than, so the making more money right now on top of it is not gonna be something that you would look for. So you would rather, even if you get more, you still would say no to it, regardless of however it gets. So more referral partners as well, you would say no to it. More leads, more business, you would say no to more business totally, right? Sorry, I think I messed up a bit. If they're like, yeah, sure, absolutely, this is absolutely where I wanted to be, and this is exactly how it worked. I wanted it to work. Then maybe you can say, okay, so you absolutely have no doubt in your mind that this is the vehicle that is, that's gonna be getting you to the goal that you are trying to achieve, right? So getting you to the goal with this vehicle with referrals is a priority for you, rather than getting to the goal using any other method just because you feel like this is exactly is working, right? So you know that this works, so you don't want to waste into experimentation or trying new stuff to get to the goal that you are trying to achieve. Rather, you would like to put all of your focus right now on this vehicle and make sure this takes you there. Would that be fair to say? Okay. Do you mind me sharing, like, what exactly is the goal that you're trying to achieve with the referrals, like, just so that I have an understanding before we wrap this up? I've been with, so something comes out of it, right? Then you can say, okay, I mean, do you have a, I'm not sure about this question. Do you have a plan to grow the referral base? Like, or is it just, how exactly do you plan to grow the referral base? Because I actually had a conversation that it's interesting for me to know. It's very interesting that how you can grow a referral base, because we really don't work with that. How exactly do you feel like, someone in your scenario who has been in this for a long time, has gone to a comfortable situation, now can grow the referral base even more, what do you suggest for those people? Then they would come from oh, I'm a guru now, like, I'm credible now. You have validated them. Now they will say, okay, yeah, I mean, like, it's just basic stuff, like, do this, do that, do good things for people, and then they do this and that, and then they send business to you. I mean, doesn't that take a long time? What do you do in between that? Like, if someone is like, yeah, I know how to build a referral base, but it will take like a 2 years, 3 years line. But uh, so you would be okay, like, to wait for that long. So your goal, let's say your goal is going to be achieved using referrals in 3 years' time. You're okay with that if there is something that can get you to that same goal in the next 12 months, right? 9 to 12 months. You still won't be open to that just because you already have faith in this so much that you don't even want to experiment something. So getting to the goal with this vehicle is much more important to getting to the goal faster. Would that be fair to say? Yeah, that is a good question. And this thing can come up. So this is going to be good enough for us to move forward. And then if someone is like, not really, I mean, it's not exactly where I want it to be. I mean, what exactly were you hoping? Like, what exactly would be the ideal scenario that you would like to be in? Like with the number of jobs that you get. Like, I'm just trying to understand what exactly is the ideal scenario. Because if lead generation did not work, referrals is not working, I mean, it seems like you are in a really stressful scenario. How does that look like for you? I mean, what exactly would you like to add more on top of the current situation if you are open to sharing with me? I mean, I really would love to know, genuinely, right? And then they would say, like, I mean, like, just more business, to be honest. At that point, people would be vulnerable. When people starts to open up to you, not really, or, I mean, they will be vulnerably open up to you, and you should have that empathy in conversation. The tonality should have empathy, and you really should care at that point. That, I mean, of course, you need, if at that point, if someone shares so much, they will become a appointment, right? Hopefully 90% of the time, 80% of the time. So just give them empathy. So at that point, like, I mean, I really would love to know what exactly is the goal. I mean, just more business, just more leads, qualified people, so that, I can make enough for the amount of work that I've done, the experience that I've got. And then, I have got this and that, I have done this for a long time and stuff like that. Then you can say, like, okay, yeah, I mean, you should. I mean, you should. So, I mean, can I ask a quick question? Like, it seems like you really had a bad experience. How long ago was that? I mean, this is also a very important question. You should ask that, how long ago was that? And that can also be a road to this. How long ago was that? So why did exactly, if you had a really good partnership, referral partnership base built up, why exactly did you try this last year? Like, what exactly were you trying to achieve? Since, it seems like you already have a pretty good referral tree, like, which you can shake and money pours in. So why exactly can you not shake that tree always and get that amount? Why exactly what did you try to get more leads? What made you think, like, that's something that I should try? That will also give you a angle into the fact that they were looking for some predictability. They were looking for more volumes, because again, the same thing, the vehicle that's working right now will take longer to hit the goal. So they were looking for something else on the side, a new vehicle that can take them to that goal by the time it reaches there. So instead of, like, they would work on the they would work on the referral partnership for a long time. They're okay with that, but in the meantime, they need something else to keep the funds coming in. So they were in search of that, but they did not find it. So then the question can be like, okay, so it seems like you are looking for the best vehicle that can be good alternative source to the referral side, and that can add speed to your business, but you really struggle to find that. And that is the reason you thought, what, if this is the only thing that I've got, then I will go with this and give all of it that I have. Is that it? Then you can close, get out of it by, I mean, see, what we have actually works. Would you be opposed to at least having a conversation, or at least look at something like this? And if it doesn't make sense, then you absolutely already are in the good place. Then you can just go the usual way and take more time to get there. And if it works, then we can really decide and make sure that how we can build this partnership together with you to make sure you hit the goal in the shortest time possible. in the meantime, like while the referral thing catches up? Would that make sense, or would you be absolutely opposed to at least having a look at something that's already working, and then get into the appointment setting? Otherwise, you can be like, um, so in this one, not really, as in like, okay, so someone is vulnerable. You say, okay, cool. So, I mean, how long ago was that? Like you tried that last year. So yeah, I mean, like, see, if it seems like very stressful, right? So you tried this last year, did not work. The referral thing is not getting you enough business. Well, why do you think the referral is not getting enough business though? I mean, what exactly is missing there? Because most people I talk with, they all have at least the referral side taken care of. Now I'm trying to get a real conversation here, right? Yeah, I mean, like, it's not enough business. I mean, just not enough business. I mean, uh, or maybe like I should have given more time. And so is time a concern? Are you doing something on the side as well, or do you think time management is something that you're struggling with right now? Hmm. Okay. I mean, so it seems like you have a goal in mind that you're trying to achieve, and right now you neither the vehicle that you have right now to that has the potential to get there is very slow growing, so it will take a long time, not long time, long time to get there. And on the contrary, you don't have any idea what exactly is a good alternative to try and experiment, to even look like, even to decide what exactly should I experiment. Every possible option in front of you seems like it's absolutely broken and it's not going to work for me. Is that how it looks like right now? Yeah. I mean, see, I totally understand your situation, man. I mean, it sounds like a very bad experience you're going through. You're really giving all of your efforts in this business. So will it make absolutely no sense for us to at least have a look at something that's already working, to have a 20-minute chat to see from your end what exactly have you tried, how did that look like? And I'll be able to give you some clarity about what we do and how it has worked for other people like you. Then maybe you can see if this is even a possibility for you and your business to at least test it out or look into this, even moving forward. And then you can actually decide if this is the situation that you have to settle with, or is there hope moving forward? Would that make sense? If we can, I would love to have this conversation with you, by the way. Do you think it makes sense for us to at least have a conversation? No one is going to be saying no to that, right, at that point. So that's where you say, okay, you know what? Let's go into that. Right. So I think, okay, so I think that is how you maneuver this, right? I think this is good, right? This is good. I think this is what we'll be using to maneuver this entire part, and this is pretty much it. I mean, I'm gonna be uploading this entire thing onto YouTube. I know this. I mean, at least for 4 to 5 people who have this experience moving forward will find it valuable. Um, People who cold calls every day, and they do get this objection a lot. My team gets this objection a lot. Like, at least right now, this evening, like before I started making this video, it's like 23:57 right now, 11:57 uh PM, right? Midnight. And my team like started cold calling at 10:30 IST. And one of the guys, it was like I had like 4 pickups, 4 pitches, and 2 of them had like bad experiences in the past with Facebook ads. So I think this can be a really good maneuver that can be tried. So we will go with this moving forward, and I will see what exactly a 1 hour brainstorming session can come up with. If I can come up with more sessions like this, I think it will really be valuable. It will really be valuable. I'll see you in the next video.